G'day guys and welcome back to the JFBS SuperCoach channel. And today we're going to go through the NBL round 11 preview. Very exciting. Obviously, we watched over the weekend that Darvo Hickley, the greatest point guard in Australian history, hit that bank shot against New Zealand, which was great. I didn't watch the full game, but I did see that apparently KO cut out 3 minutes ago, and thankfully they finally posted a game winner. I saw a tweet and it was the Australian Boomers like official account or something like that, and it was like just the most calm, nonchalant way of saying that we won a game after the buzzer. It was like we lost the game pretty. We lost the footage, we lost the camera, but you know Dave Hickey just scored a three and just won after the buzzer, which I thought was amazing. But anyways, let's get straight into this. I'm going to have a look at who's got the double this week. It is round 11. So it is Adelaide. Okay, this will be easy. Illawarra, Melbourne, New Zealand, Perth, and Sem. So these are the teams on the double getting the most points out of the week. As we look at Damon Lowry's team, wow, okay, very interesting. He must have like less money to like play around with compared to us. I don't know. It just doesn't look like he's got Cotton and McGee, which I mean, it's the best duo you're going to go after, which fair enough. But then you've got like Lat Mayen and Sean Bairstow, and then you got Henschel and Lopez. There's a guy I think that's going to be better than Lopez who's cheaper. So we'll have a look at some play arounds. I think I've got my team sorted, but it says that I'm projected to lose, which I'm a little bit scared about. But we can always have a look of which teams are playing who. So Adelaide play Brisbane and Perth. That is hard to say no to. I'm just thinking about, well, for example, round 13 is probably a team you don't want to, it's probably don't want to go from in them. I can't even speak. You don't want to go for Cotton in round 13 because Sydney did hold him to a very low score. So probably not worth it then, but it's going to be hard to say no. Like I said, Illawarra, who do they play? They play Sem and then Cairns. Oh, God. That's tough to say no as well, I'll be honest, but there is one guy that probably could go for. So, yeah, Bryce and JaVale are the best options there. Then we get down to some cheaper guys. So, I've got a team. I'll post my team now just because I think it's like the most like well-rounded team I think I've ever seen me put out so far this year. So let's do the cheap guy first. So we can actually have just a look at cheapies in general. Who are some decent guys to go for? So Henschel at 142k is not bad, I feel, but they do have David Duke, who's been in the NBL for a couple of weeks. I haven't really watched him, so don't really have much of an opinion. These three, Cameron Krislovic and Vasiljevic, are interesting. Obviously, Vasiljevic has lost 100k, but he's kind of lost his touch with Bryce Cotton joining the team. If I was Vasiljevic, I would move, but you know, if you want to win championships, I guess stay with the Sixers. But I think he's just not being used like he was last year around that offense with Kendrick and Montrez. He was averaging 18 points a game with Kendrick and Harrell, but I mean, when you're with Cotton like last year, I mean, you look at Pinder was probably he was probably averaging around 10 to 12 points. Windler probably similar. Doolittle's the second guy, so I don't know. Cotton's really just taken this team on his back and just done it kind of all himself, which is fine, but not for SuperCoach. I feel that's why Vasiljevic is this short of money at the moment. Other guys, I don't mind Daniel Foster. He plays around 20 minutes a game. Kyle Bowen, probably the same, but you just need to look at matchups. They do play Illawarra, but they are getting better. Dash Daniels with 113k. Todd Blanchfield's probably the best option, I'll be honest. I do have in my team. Rob Lowe, my God, he's lost so much money. Isaac White as well is not too bad. I don't think I'm ever going to have DJ Mitchell again. Sunday Detch. Could be decent, I reckon, but yeah. Any other notable guys? Not really. Yeah, so you're probably looking at guys like if you're going to roll out this team, you're probably three cheap options of Blanchfield, Foster, and Daniels, I reckon, unless you want to go with a Rob Lowe and kind of risk it, but it's your choice at the end of the day. But we'll do what was that? What was the original team? I'll just get it up real quick for myself. I apologise. It doesn't really matter which where Blanchfield goes, so we'll just stick him here for now. There he is. He'll be good. They play Illawarra and then they play Cairns. Sorry, he is Illawarra. Plays Sem and Cairns, so hopefully he probably gets a bit more run time with when he plays against Cairns, which will be all right. And he plays Brisbane the week after, so actually not a bad run for Illawarra for the next 3 games. But yeah, Todd Blanchfield, I reckon, is the best option for the cheap guys. I want to move him. Move him here, actually. Not that it matters, but I just prefer it. My other guard is going to be the man, the myth, the legend, Darvo Hickley. 362k. Same schedule as Blanchfield. I feel like it's going to be decent. Your forward options, the guy I think will be cheaper and better than Lopez. If you saw my review of last round and saw the comments, Dylan Windler's at 224k. He's been plummeting down in price. They play Melbourne, and then I think they play another tough team, I believe. Yeah, Adelaide. So look, it's a tougher run, but look, based off these past 2 games, a 75, you're going to take that, obviously. So hopefully he does perform at a good level against them. The other guy who's cheap is Chris Goulding. His floor's high, but his ceiling's not high. It is low. So he's like around that 45 is where he'll probably perform at, which I'm fine with. Now with 489k, I do have some flexibility of what I want to do. Because I could go like Joe Lualachul and then a 180k dude. My original team was Sam and Nenga. And then here at my 6 man, I had, where is he? Geordie Hunter, who obviously spiked very well last game or last week for Sam, having a whopping 80, something that Damon Lowry apparently knows, but not the rest of us. He plays Illawarra and Melbourne, so 2 really tough matchups for him with those centres. Yeah, 43 against Adelaide, 37 against Brisbane. You can't go past that too bad, but don't love it. Like I want to get, if I could get McGee, who are all the guys that I can get? Aaliyah. Like if I had enough money to get like Foster or Daniels, that would have been perfect. And I reckon I would have rolled out with this team, but I think kind of am leaning towards Humphreys at 307. He plays Brisbane and Perth. Brisbane he didn't do too well. No, but I'm kind of leaning towards Lualachul. I mean, he's 5k cheaper. I still have 186k to play with as well. Who's the most expensive I can get? So it'd be like Flint Cameron wouldn't be too bad, I reckon. Obviously playing against Brisbane, that could be the lineup, I reckon. I can see what I can do. Like if I brought in PJC, If I brought in Cotton, it'd be only 68k. Because if I brought in Cotton, I would downgrade you to, I reckon, Jesse Edwards, which I mean, at 268 is not even a bad price. And then you could get someone like Rob Lowe, I guess, but I don't think it's worth it. I reckon it would be too bad. I could probably go PJC here, still having 172k, and affords Krislovic or Vasiljevic. Who do I like out of these two? Could be Vasiljevic, I guess, the play, and then I'm $700 off Menenga. Wow, that's annoying. We'll just keep like this for now. I mean, I don't mind this. I mean, on paper it looks bloody amazing, but obviously Vasiljevic hasn't been up to standard really. So there's a lot of options, a lot of like that mid-table options. So I think I want to stick with Will Hickey, and then I want to get Lualachul, and then 180k. I think Flynn Camera is probably the best option here. I mean, it is Vasiljevic as well is another decent option, but I don't know. Can obviously change Blanchfield to Davison, Foster, Daniels. I mean, Illawarra. They have what are those? Sam has Illawarra, and then another tough centre matchup. I forgot who it was, but I went over it. But I think Blanchfield might be the player. I reckon this is the team. So it's almost like a complete downgrade from Cotton. Like it's a downgrade from Cotton and McGee to Hickey and Blanchfield. But then I think Windler's better than Lopez. Goulding's definitely better than Mayan. And if not, Bairstow combined. So that's two. I mean, Blanchfield's better than both. And Cameron's probably better than Henshaw. I like doing it like that. So if I can do okay with this, like if this is fine for me, which I do like, this would I'm projected to lose. That's the annoying thing. Like 35 and 39, surely not. And a 50. I don't like surely it'd be better than that. I mean that's a 6-point difference, and that's a 17-point difference. No, 27. And a 30. Like, I don't think these guys are going to have 35, 39, 30. I think he'll have more. I reckon Mayan and Bairstow are probably about right. I reckon Bairstow will score more. Lopez is probably about right. So if it's like an extra, I reckon an extra 15, an extra 10, so 25, an extra 15. What's that? 45 would be onwards of beating them only by 3 points. But you get what I mean. Like, I feel like they're doing them a bit dirty with the break evens here. But yeah, I think that's the team that I'm rolling out this week. If I could, Cotton would definitely be there, but I reckon hopefully they go, let's play the ball through Flynn Cameron. Let's give Cotton the break. Javon Freeman Liberty's back as well, actually. He's back at his base price at 277k. I'm pretty sure this is. Oh no, he only played 2 games. Oh, before he got injured, so he will change. Adelaide and Illawarra. He'll be the go-to guy. He might be a decent option in the future, I reckon. As in, like, we could probably put these two together and get him, but is it worth the end of the day? I do not know. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thanks again for tuning in. Let me know what your team is. Let me know if you think my team's crap, or yeah, just give me advice. I think this team looks okay on paper. It's a lot better than what it says up here, in my opinion. I reckon they'll do better yet. But like I said, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys have a good week and beat Damien Lowry as well. Other than that, I can't think of anything else. But yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.